So, can your brain become addicted to financial struggle? Welcome to Tools to Manifest Your Dream Life with myself, Glenyce Hughes. Thank you so much for being here. I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you. This is an invitation to an upcoming call that I've got called Rewiring Your Wealth Ceiling. So if you are ready to change the limits that you've put on receiving money, check out the link above or below. If you don't see a link, reach out and I will get it for you. So, can your brain become addicted to financial struggle? Yeah, it can. Now, this is not about judgment or blame or wrongness of any kind. This is about understanding your brain, your amazing, protective, slightly dramatic brain that has been wired to chase the feeling of almost there, instead of actually having what you desire. So let's talk about the dopamine hit of almost there and how to rewire it so receiving money and keeping it feels just as exciting as the chase of it. Have you ever noticed this really incredible hit of magic when you're really close to your money goal? You're waiting for the client to confirm, you're waiting for the sale to go through, the payment to hit your account, and you can feel the rush. That feeling, that's dopamine. Dopamine is the brain chemical of motivation, of desire, of pursuit. It is what lights up when you are chasing something, when you're almost there. The thing is, though, that dopamine spikes with the anticipation, not with having it. So when the money actually arrives, dopamine drops. Your brain literally goes, that was fun, now what? And if you aren't aware of this, you may be unconsciously creating money drama just for that hit. It's why so many of us repeat the same cycle. We stretch to a new income level and then boom, we go right back to where we were. We are not bad with money. It's that our brains have become wired for the thrill of earning, not the safety of having. We've spent years and in some cases, possibly decades, associating money with stress, pressure, or scarcity. Your nervous system starts to believe this is normal. And the moment that life starts to feel calm or our bank accounts start to grow, it doesn't feel safe. So subconsciously, we create a bit of chaos, a bill coming in that we didn't expect, a big expense. Maybe there was a payment that we forgot that was due, just so we can feel safe, because that is what struggle is to our nervous system. Back in 2014, and I remember it so clearly, I had created once again a bunch of credit card debt. And when I say once again, this was the thing I did. I would create a bunch of credit card debt, I'd work really hard and pay it off and think, phew, there, now that's done. Nope. I would once again create a bunch of credit card debt, work really, you get the cycle, right? I would do this over and over. Back in 2014, I recognized it in a way that I'd never really recognized it before. Now, I didn't have the wording I'm using today, but I see it now for being that. So what I asked myself back in 2014, when I once again had a whole bunch of credit card debt and no way to pay it off, except working really hard, was what was the value? What was the value to me of creating that? And right away, the awareness I had was that it was entertainment, which, I mean, it sounds so bizarre, but it was so true. It was entertaining, which again, matches what we've been talking about, right? It gave my nervous system something to play with. I had that constant chaos, that constant drama with money. Once I recognized that that's what I was doing, I was just entertaining myself. I was like, there are other ways to entertain myself than having credit card drama. So what I did was, once again, I worked really hard and I paid it off. And guys, that was the last time. That was the last time. I don't mean I've never had credit card debt since. There's been a few times for sure, but never more than maybe 2 or 3 months. I never created a big bunch that wasn't manageable to pay off. And I would say, for the majority of that, which has been now 11 years, my goodness, it's been zero debt. And I am so proud of myself because I made the choice to change it. I looked at it, I acknowledged what was, and I said no more. Now, with the wording I have now to better understand this, I can say I rewired my nervous system, not needing to have that drama, not needing to have the struggle. The safety of having money for me is incredible, incredible. Whereas before, having money was so foreign. When money came in, I've talked about this recently, when money came in, especially a big bunch of money came in, it would go out right away because it wasn't safe to have it. My nervous system needed the drama. Oh my gosh, I'm just so grateful that that is over. And I don't tell you that from this place of bragging. I tell you this from, I was there. I was truly there. I was $20,000 sum in credit card debt once again, and I changed it. And then I changed and rewired my nervous system. Now, I'm going to say it one more time and then I'll stop saying it, but I didn't have these words back then. So of course, it might have sounded different if you've heard me share these stories before. Those are not the words, but now I get it. Now that I understand the nervous system and all of this, I'm like, wow, I rewired my nervous system to have money, which is incredible because the way that hubby and I live now, when we sold our house, we were able to put a bunch of money into a bank account, and we're 2.5 years in-ish. It's still sitting there. We don't touch it. We have it there. I'm grateful to have it sit there, but we don't need it. We don't need drama in our life with money. It's just an incredible place to be. So let's talk about how to rewire our nervous systems. So basically it starts by teaching your body that it is safe to have money. So a really simple practice that you can start right now is that anytime any money comes in, even if you find a quarter on the ground, pause, take a breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Notice any sensations that you may have in your body. Now, you may not have any come up with a quarter. It might be more when somebody gives you $20 or somebody gives you $100 or there's a big deposit into your account. You just want to pay attention to that. No matter what amount, check in, take the deep breath, pause, check in with your body. If there's anything going on, and then just say either in your mind or if you can say it out loud, it is safe to receive money. It is safe to have money. While you're saying that, and I would just repeat it a few times, again, checking in with your body. What you're looking for is there any resistance? Is there any, no, it's not. Is there any tense or anything that you could be really present with, not from judgment, but just really present from kindness, from space, from awareness? It's safe to receive money. It's safe to have money. Literally giving your brain new instructions. You're saying, this right now, this calmness is where I want the dopamine hit, not in the chaos, in this calmness. We're saying this is what we celebrate now, this calmness, this receiving. The more that you pair safety with receiving, the more that your brain rewires itself to love having. Now that's just a really simple, quick way. In my upcoming class, Rewiring Your Wealth Ceiling, we're going to talk a lot more about other ways to do that. The other one that I've been recommending a lot lately, because I love it, is Emotional Freedom Technique, which is EFT tapping. You can even search on YouTube, Safety with Money, EFT tapping, or something like that. There will be a bunch that come up. It's another really quick way to start shifting and rewiring your nervous system. And if you have other ways that you enjoy to rewire your nervous system, whether it's for money or anything, post below. I would love to hear what you're using because there are so many different ways and there's probably many I haven't even heard of yet. So share away. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, sweet friends. I look forward to chatting again next week.